Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And as we move backwards through the alphabet, we're in the letter L, and we're up to Ligeti, one of the major voices in 20th century music, and one of the very few avant-garde composers who had the stylistic range and approachability and personality to sort of break through the modern music ghetto and become a thing. One of the reasons he became a thing was because of his use in 2001 Space Odyssey. You know, atmospheres and Vox, you know, whatever that thing was. It's on here about, you know, Lumina something, whatever. I will get to it, you know. I never remember anything. You know that. I remember music. That's it. Names, dates, places, people. Yeah, forget it. But, okay. So let's see what we have here. First, we've got the Sony Ligeti edition. It's Ligeti. I mean, you can pronounce it Ligeti, like spaghetti, but I think it's Ligeti. And we have 7 discs in reverse chronological order, since we're doing everything backwards in this series. First, we have chamber music, his trio for violin, horn, and piano. And then his 10 pieces, that's redolent of the Brahms horn trio, although it sounds a little bit different, just a tad. 10 pieces for wind quintet. This is 1968 screechy avant-garde. Fun, but sort of, well, you know. 6 bagatelles for wind quintet, 1953. And the sonata for solo viola with Tabia Zimmerman. Excellent performances all. And, you know, not the trio is a wonderful work. The others, well, you know, they're sort of, you know, if you're a wind quintetist or something, or a solo violist. Then we've got, let's see, keyboard works. Oh, his piano music's wonderful. I mean, the etudes are modern classics, and there's all kinds of other cool stuff. So we've got 5 pieces for piano, 4 hands, with Irina Kataeva and Pierre-Laurent Aimard. And then his Capriccios 1 and 2, and an Invention in the middle. 3 pieces for 2 pianos, Monument, Self-Portrait with Reich and Riley, and Chopin. Chopin is also nearby, which is really kind of cool. And then the third one marked in zart fließender Bewegung, in sweetly flowing movement. Then we've got, the Hungarian Passacaglia. That's a hoot. Hungarian rock, which is really fun, as in rock and roll, and Continuum. These are harpsichord pieces. They're played very well by Elizabeth Chojnacka, whatever her name is. And then we've got Richard Carre 1, 2 studies for organ, and his big organ work, Volumina, which is one of those scary as hell avant-garde tone cluster things. So yeah. So that's the second volume. Then we have, let's see, volume 5, mechanical music. Oh, this is very interesting. You know, Ligeti was one of the guys who discovered Conlon Nancarrow, who was writing player piano music. And it was Ligeti's sort of recommendation that gave his reputation a boost. So we've got adaptations for barrel organ of various things, including Hungarian rock and Continuum and the 2 Capricci EEE. Then there's the Poème Symphonique for 100 metronomes. Boy, is that interesting and strange and avant, but fun avant. It really is. I mean, I don't play it every day, but it's a thing. It really is. Musica Ricercata for barrel organ, and then adaptations for player piano. A bunch of etudes. I mean, he heard it from Nancarrow or whatever. See, you could pronounce both of their last names with different accents. You could have Ligeti and Ligeti and Nancarrow and Nancarrow. That's why they got along so well, I'm sure. So that's different. Then we have volume 4, vocal works. Ooh, baby. Nonsense madrigals. Mysteries of the Macabre, which is related to his opera Le Grand Macabre, about which more anon. Nouvelle Aventure, Der Sommer, Harum Veresdal, the 3 Veres songs, whatever they are, 5 Arani songs, and 4 wedding dances. So with the King's Singers and the Philharmonia and Esa-Pekka Salonen, those are hot people doing their thing. Works for piano, etudes, books 1 and 2, performed by Pierre-Laurent Aimard, Musica Ricercata, and the Etudes for Piano, extracts of the third book, just White on White, which is a world premiere recording of something here. Well, there's a world premiere recording of something. Yes, White on White. There you go. His etudes are phenomenal. They are, the modern, well-tempered clavier for piano technique. Really, really nifty. I love them. Love them, love them. Then we've got a cappella choral works. Okay, here's like cool stuff. It's all like in Hungarian, except for Lux Aeterna. That was the 2001 Space Odyssey Lux thing I forgot the name of. So there you go. It's really, really cool. Yes, these are nifty. All kinds of little songs, and some of them are quite charming, and others are like hair-raising. They're sung by the London Sinfonietta Voices, and there's some world premieres in here too, which is like really cool. And then Volume 1, String Quartets and Duets. The String Quartet number 1, Metamorphose Nocturne. Oh, it's a great work. Number 2, and then we have the Homage to Hilding Rosenberg for violin and cello, the Ballad and Dance for 2 pianos, and the Andante and Allegretto for string quartet with the Arditi String Quartet. They always did wonderful contemporary music. So there are the Arditos. And now we have 2 more. Since that was the Sony series, I'm going to do the other Sony things so that, we have them all together. There's this excellent disc under Ensemble Moderne, the Cello Concerto, Piano Concerto, and the Chamber Concerto for 13 instruments. Phenomenal pieces. Endless fun to listen to, imaginative and sonically thrilling and difficult, yes, challenging, but oodles and oodles and oodles of interest. It'll keep you going for years, trust me. And then his opera, Le Grand Macabre, which is this bizarre thing. This is the 1997 version. And let's see, with the London Sinfonietta Voices, the Philharmonia, Esa-Pekka Salonen, and let's see, there are some people we've heard of. Of course, there's Yard Van Ness and Derek Lee Reagan, because you got to have a countertenor if it's contemporary or avant-garde-ish. It has to be, sexually ambivalent. And let's see, Willard White is in here, and some other people, and they all sing and scream and screech wonderfully. It's a cool piece. It's macabre. Get the title. I don't have to go into the plot. It's a synthesis of everything that made Ligeti Ligalicious. And it's really, really, really cool. So all this stuff is probably out of print. It wouldn't surprise me a bit. It may have been boxed up at one point in its life. I don't recall. If it was boxed up, it's upstairs. But I'm just glad I kept these individual volumes. So keep on listening, friends. There's another Ligeti chat to come. Take care.